This is Tim Willis, and I'm rolling with Coffee OBS and a built-in laptop microphone. This is another video from the Nomad Funnel Hacker. I'm looking at this product, which apparently is fairly new on the market, called Flowstep. I really don't know much about it, and in fact, the one thing I don't like about it already is the fact that they don't give any pricing here. They say it's free, but as we all know, claims of being free can be misleading. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a try. And so I'm just going to go ahead and film the process as we go on. We'll take a quick look, and if it's promising, I may even do a follow-up video. So we're here at the web page, or the site page. It's https://flowstep.ai. We'll click on sign up. And we have a sign-up form. It looks pretty much like all the other sign-up forms. We could continue with Google. I'm going to go ahead and use an email. And then we'll create account. So off screen, I checked my email and we didn't get any kind of code or email verification. We did get a welcome message and some tips from Flowstep. At this point, we'll just go ahead and get started like the button says. Of course, we got one of these annoying surveys. And then once we go to survey, which is about 4 pages, there's a button that bombs says start creating. That brings us to this page here. We have a few examples we could go with. And then it says we both have to press the slash button to get started or start prompting. And let's dismiss those other suggestions. And this is where our blank screen look. It looks like this is in beta. So that may explain why they haven't hit us with a price yet. So let's go ahead and press slash, see what happens. So we got a little chat box at the bottom. And as I am a funnel builder, we're going to be trying a few funnel related things here. So imagine a lead squeeze sales funnel with an upsell. Let's click on generate and see what happens. And that is way more complicated than a lead squeeze funnel. That's kind of crazy. It also looks a little indistinct here. Okay, we're at 35%. That's why. We'll zoom out to 100. We're going to use our mouse wheel or mouse button to navigate around here. Yeah, I was thinking more of a simple thing, but actually it's kind of okay, but it's like way more than I actually was expecting. We'll go give this a name. Talk test 1. And we can regenerate, we can edit the original prompt, we can duplicate, we can delete it, and we can expand it. We can also share it. Now maybe we have to create a list for that. We have a sidebar here, which shows our test one, new project button, and a notification button. Let's go ahead and try a new project. Again, they give us some things we could choose on. We're going to dismiss them. And let's try this time making our own from scratch. So let's start off with a rectangle. Let's try putting in some text. And then we highlight the text. Does it give us any options? Not really. Okay. Then let's go ahead and try a circle. Let's click on that. See how our circle works. Okay. We'll put in text. And let's go ahead. A diamond. Let's go ahead and give it some text. All right, so we got shapes. We can put text in the shapes, or we can put text on the screen. What else do we have here? Prompt tool. We got a hand tool. We got a comment. Select tool. We got a connector. Let's see how that works. So we could connect a line like that. Okay, and then if we connect it, we can also bend the line. And then we can just click on the circles themselves and connect the lines that way as well. And then we can straighten it out, or we can bend it upwards or downwards, whichever way you want to go. Now here's the big question. Can we remove the circles or remove the lines? Yes, we can. All right, let's see if we wanted to have a split, how that works. Okay, so we can do a split like that. Not the prettiest split ever, but it's functional. So based upon what I've done so far, which admittedly wasn't a lot, it does seem to have a certain kind of usefulness. Now, as far as the prompt generation, it looks like you're going to have to be very specific with your prompt. Otherwise, you're liable to end up with a 200-step process. But if we ignore the prompting and just go freehand, it does have some usefulness that we can just make our own flowcharts. Or I could even envision this as a way of creating a schematic for something like a cell phone. So all things considered, I think this is actually kind of useful if you just need to make a flowchart of some sort. I think the prompting is going to be a challenge at first. But again, that may be just a case of being more specific with your prompts. But for now, it seems like something that's certainly usable if you need a flowchart. So that is my review of getting started with Flowstep beta. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe because we're all rearranging deck chairs on the RMS algorithm. And other than that, my name is Tim Wells, and I will talk to you later.